It's time to talk MTCS sports. It's Cougar Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro.
Presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life. Online at TOA.com.
We're joined by Middle Tennessee Christian School coaches to talk about their most recent games and their upcoming opponents. It's time to talk orange and white on MTCS Cougar Corner.
And we welcome you to Cougar Corner. And today, John Dingens here talking to Hannah Jones, the head coach of the Lady Cougars. And Hannah, this has been okay. I'm gonna tell you something, a scenario before we go into questions. I've got a granddaughter that plays for Eagleville. She tore her meniscus the other day, and so she was starting to play a little bit and doing things you want a sophomore to do. Well, I think the prognosis, she'll be back in 5 months, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm feeling disappointment. But I can't imagine how you feel as a coach, because you don't want anybody hurt, but to have the same issue to two of your players, basically, maybe different injuries, but which really has kind of changed your season, or at least your outlook of it. And tell us a little bit about that, because I know you've had to make some moves that you wish you didn't have to make, but you've had to make them.
Yeah, we definitely have lost some key junior starters that bring a lot of offensive skill sets and just maturity and depth and dynamic on the court. So that's definitely been from the beginning of season to the middle of season to kind of we're getting towards the end, leading into wrapping up regular season. I feel like we've changed our, just personnel, looks, practice plans, trying to figure out the best way to maximize the girls that have been healthy and committed and maximizing their potential in just a short amount of time every single week, because you already have a short preseason. So
right.
Losing to injuries has been really, really tough. The girls have definitely gone. The girls that we have now, just have gone through so much adversity and learning just perseverance and positivity, taking care of yourself, and always just showing up every single day. You never know. It could be your last day to play, and you never know what's going to happen, so take advantage of it. And I think the girls that have just been resilient in spite of everything that's gone on with their teammates or their challenges and adversities, they've just done a really good job staying resilient and persevering.
I know a lot of people predicted you being really high up in the district and that kind of thing, and those goals haven't changed. I mean, they never change. That's still your goal, even with a group of younger, much younger players. So, how did you cope with the injuries to both of those girls?
Well, obviously, this basketball, you're going to have stuff that happens. This is a part of being a student athlete. You run the risk of injury, or it's just a mental toughness game too. So I think just constantly how we approach our perspective and a lot of our team meetings and our film sessions, and focusing on the positives, where we're trying to be efficient and just maximizing things in practice. Do we need to, with short numbers, are we really trying to get up and down and scrimmage against our practice squad guys, or are we trying to really just be more mental? So I think a lot of it has been stay positive, focus on what you can control, and growth mindset-wise, how are we getting better every single day through adversity, through challenges? These are so many life lessons at the end of the day. So we've really just focused on what can we do right here, right now, and stay committed and understanding that, we have goals. Nobody wants to lose. Everybody wants to win. That's the point of a competition. But at the end of the day, these girls are preparing for lifelong, just wherever they go next. If they're going to go play in college, if they're going to go somewhere else, they're going to be better for this at the end of the day. And it's hard to be in that now, to be in that valley. But there's always learning points, always growth points, just staying positive. So that's been a really, really big focus for us.
I know you brought up some eighth graders. Is that been a real adjustment? I would imagine these girls are pretty talented eighth graders to get this shot, and in more ways than one, mentally, physically, that kind of thing. But I know there's a difference in an eighth grade person's body than to a senior's body. but mentally and that kind of thing. Did you look at those kind of things, or and how has that worked so far?
Yeah, it was a tough decision. Kind of my philosophy on it is it when I pull up an eighth grader, which I've almost done every single year at MTCS. It's been funny. Different reasons, I think. But if we're going to pull them up, are they going to contribute? Like, they're not just pulling them up to sit. And that's not saying I can guarantee playing time ever, but they're going to come up and they're going to contribute. Whereas you're taking away from middle school where they're probably going to get really, really valuable experience. But then is it benefiting the player, their family, and our program? And we were in a position where I thought they could physically handle it. They would be able to help contribute wise and help our team in a positive way. And I think that it is very valuable to be with our middle school team. And I think our middle school team has really been great learning and growing and building, because that's what you want at a K through 12 school. It's helping build that pipeline into high school. So these two eighth graders, Campbell King and Catherine Wisnowski, have really, really stepped up in big ways. And I think that they've took it on the chin. I know being an eighth grader mindset, you could probably be scared, like you said, physicality wise, bigger, faster, stronger people in front of you, older, wiser, more mature. The speed of the game is different. They have just taken that in stride. They've been positive. I think they've enjoyed the challenge of that higher level. So I'm very thankful for them. And their kind of just determination to be, we got this. Let's come up and help out. Let's do this. So that was a really great mindset that I was thankful for them for.
And you gotta have a good relationship with the middle school coach as well. I mean, because it's affecting their program as well. But I think they understand that everybody's in this together, and you got to do what you got to do. And I would think that was the case here.
Yeah, it definitely was tough. And I think that overall our middle school numbers have grown from my first year at MTCS to now. So I think that's just a testament to how basketball is building and growing from within at MTCS. And so I'm just really, really excited about the future with them and leading into high school. 7-9
on the year. And Hannah, you got to be, I would think, I know you want to win every game, but under the circumstances, treading, holding the boat, plugging the holes up and keep them sinking, and you're doing a pretty good job.
I think our girls have definitely answered the call in many, many ways. Are they going to mess up? Yes. They're going to have issues every single day. And we're already low on numbers and just with everything we have talked about. And I think that you still have your normal basketball season where you get sickness, you go through things. And we have just continued to ride that wave and handle it and just hold fast with each other and sticking together. And it's been a challenging and creative year, I think. And I think all of these girls, like Ashley Rucker has really stepped up in a lot of different ways, junior leader now. And I think I've just been proud of her heart and courageousness with handling different teammates. I mean, we have a senior who just came back from an ACL tear that she had this summer. And so I think that just constantly looking different of who you're playing with out on the court, but staying true to our values. And I've just been very, very proud of them.
We've got to do something about the ACL monster.
It is definitely a high risk, especially for female student athletes. I think our, anytime you can do prehabilitative rehab and what you're doing, jump training is huge. And I think our Jason Sprite, shout out to him. He does an excellent job in our weight room, and we just got to make sure that, I'm with you. The ACL tears, and especially women's sports, is definitely high.
And it's not just MTCS. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, I see braces all over the place that people I know. One from Rockvale's got one, just came back, and middle
school to college, it's everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know the answer to it. I just think you do the best you can, and with a little prayer as well, with it.
Yeah. I think there are things that our girls have done a really excellent job, like in the weight room. Like I said, we do strength and training. They're just to prevent that and understanding how to jump, land, move. There's ways to help, but it's tough.
Hannah Jones, our guest on Cougar Corner. And Hannah, one thing, and you and I, we're not bosom buddies or anything, but we are friends in terms of what we talk about here. But you seem like the kind of person that can handle adversity about as well as anybody could possibly. Do you see the silver lining to the negative, the injuries, and how that's going to help your program in the long run? Because like you've got 2 8th graders now playing, and that's not going to, if they're playing some, they're getting that experience. And then you've got a really good middle school team plus the juniors, and Shirley may be coming back, the other girls. I mean, I think if you look down the road, it's a nice thing to look at.
Definitely think experience is invaluable, and you can't speed that up. Experience is what you're going to get every single day, and I think that is definitely a big plus. I think the injuries, it's a mental challenge as well as it is physical for those girls. I know that, I mean, you just think you have this whole season ahead of you, and then in one moment, it doesn't even have to be this crazy contact. It's a non-contact, unknown kind of.
That's the crazy thing about it, yeah.
Yeah, both of those season-ending injuries for our 2 starters right there, junior starters, were non-contact. And so that's it's like you could sit in it and you could say, like, why me? But neither of them have done that. They are pushing forward, and it's a testament to their heart and their integrity and grit to just be like, you know what? This is a setback, but I'm going to come back better for this. And I think that's, yes, they'll get stronger, and they'll now have like this work ethic that they have to stick with. They have a goal to reach again, which is just helping build habits that are going to carry them in the long run. So yes, we want to win, and yes, you want a state championship. You want all these things, and you want the accolades. But I always tell our girls in parent meetings that I value, and I kind of chart success for our girls. When they graduate and they leave a program, or if anytime I coach a young woman, are they able to stand on their own 2 feet? Can they voice for themselves? Are they bold enough in making decisions for themselves? And I think through injuries, through relationship issues, through sickness, through wins, through successes, I think these girls I'm so confident, and I think this is successful, and like, it's just how you measure success. They're going to be better for all of this. They're going to be very successful young women for everything they're going through.
And it's a test to people's, I guess, their spiritual nature, that there's more to life than basketball, and these things do happen. And those things are going to happen in life as well as they mature and get older.
Exactly. And that's a huge and a wonderful part of being at MTCS. And their faith is big. Like, God is there for every moment, ups, downs, goods, bads. And I think that's just been, it's just another way for them to realize, like, they're not alone in this walk in life when it gets tough. They're not alone in the highs either. Like, there's always, like, when you're uncomfortable, you're in pain, I think that just means that you're on the right track and God's right there with you.
We're rounding up the district tournament, the district regular season and tournament play. Your district is super tough. I know you're getting your girls ready, and each game, take one game at a time, but at the end of the year, you want to be playing your best basketball, right?
Yep, and we were, very good. I think our district is really, really tough. I think Webb is not the same Webb as my first 2 years here, but they're still very talented. They're very physical. They're very aggressive. And I think they've got the height, and I think you got PCA down the road too, who's got the height, even though they're young with no seniors. I think that they're clicking and moving with their height and their different weapons inside and out. And BGA has been very, very tough. Columbia Academy is rolling as well. I think that they're running a tight ship of just playing all out. And so that effort and energy across the board, it's going to be tough, and it's going to be a challenge. And I'm very, very excited for our girls to continue to be able to get that competition at our level. We'll prepare as best we can day by day.
I guess you have to worry just about your team, though. Don't worry about everything else. It's, if you play well and you do the right things, good things are going to happen to you.
I think you can prepare, yes, and if you just stay in the details, whether some things are out of your control, and that's been a big thing. But attitude, effort, our girls, we just maintain that, and the good things will come.
One final thing, I guess, Hannah, before I let you go, we're going to take a break here. The Hell Tournament, where are we with that? Is that over, or are they just beginning or in the middle? Because it lasts about a month, doesn't it? Do what now?
No, Not over yet. The championship weekend is this February 1st weekend. So
Okay.
We've got another week of games.
And there's 100 and some odd teams, something like that.
There's a lot of teams, and it's been fun to watch. Our 5th, 6th grade girls team, they went into double overtime, and it was very, very exciting. And so they play Monday. I'm excited to go watch them.
And how's Jason Piercy hanging in there? I know this is a rough time for him. Is he doing okay?
What are you talking about? He's crushing it. He's in his element right now, running a great tournament, taking care of everyone. His daughter plays for our middle school team too, so he's going, supporting them. He's all over the place. He's doing great.
He can handle it if anybody can. And I know he's got a lot. I know he's got a lot of good help too out there.
Yeah, he has a very great team behind him, and they make this tournament really, really great.
Well, Hannah, good luck to you the rest of the way, and I hope to talk to you soon. And thank you for being here this morning. And we will. Good luck. Go Cougars. How about that?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. That's Hannah Jones, the head coach of the Middle Tennessee Christian School Lady Cougars. Always a pleasure to talk to her. And Brian Barrett, after this break, is going to come back and wrap up Cougar Corner.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes' muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans show up.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org.
It's MTCS Cougar Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro.
Presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life. Online at TOA.com.
On FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
All right, here to wrap up our coaches show this morning, and we're going to make the switch over. We're going to send you to the Murphy Center here in just a moment as Joe Fisher is standing by to bring you the game today. So more on that coming up in a moment as we wrap up Cougar Corner this morning. The Middle Tennessee Christian School is very, very busy. Both gyms hopping today. The Hale Tournament continues. It's been a tradition now for 52 years, the James C. Hale Tournament. Middle school tournament, elementary school, they get, hundreds of teams in, and we'll be crowning a champion by next weekend, I think. Something like that. But the Hale Tournament continues. You can see lots of great hoops. The Oakland Patriots are playing Oak Ridge at home today, some of the high school events that are coming up. So, need to do some thanks this morning. We will thank John Dinkins, of course, and Danny Brewer. Our producer has been Dalton Barrett here this morning for MTCS Cougar Corner, presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, our friends at TOA, helping to make life better. All right, hang in. So Middle Tennessee women's basketball coming up. The Lady Raiders and Louisiana Tech. That's a home game for Middle Tennessee. Joe is going to take you through the play-by-play of that one. Then we'll join Chip Walters at Louisiana Tech in progress sometime, as soon as the ladies' game is over, we'll head to Louisiana Tech. I'm Brian Barrett. Have a great Saturday, a great weekend, and enjoy the local sports coverage right here on News Radio WGNS.